This week on Getting Outdoors, I hang out with my good buddy Ken Andrews as he runs his trapline in Northern Saskatchewan.
And wait, put a little bit of the stink out. We got a wolf right ahead of us here.
Getting Outdoors has been brought to you by CJ's Meats, Rostern, APA Archery, We Are Not the Same, MR Steel Construction, Valley Ford, Hague, Dryshod Waterproof Footwear. The history of trapping in the fur trade runs deep in Canada, so when Ken asked me to join him on his trapline, I couldn't say no. Today, we were going to be heading in and refreshing wolf baits, as well as checking various other traps for other fur bearers in the area.
Well, I guess we'll freshen up this wolf bait here and go for a little walk, and we'll check some loops. Hopefully there's some fur today. If not, next time. Put a little bit of this lure out. Definitely don't want to get any of this on you. Your clothes will probably be toast forever. Not sure what's in it, but it smells horrible.
That stuff stinks so bad, I was doing my best not to gag behind the camera. With fresh bait on the ground and scent in the air, it was time to go check the loops Ken had set earlier in the season.
Promising yet. Coyote must have knocked that one off halfway through. Try to set them high enough that they're not whooping coyotes, and they typically will go underneath, but sometimes you get the odd coyote in the wolf snares. The wolves have made a pass through before the snow, but I don't know why they're shy of the bait. Maybe they're just not hungry enough. All a wolf trail through here. They passed this down, but they haven't been back for 10 or 12 days now at least. I guess next week's another check.
This segment is brought to you by CJ's Fish Coating, our go-to coating for fish, seafood, pork, and chicken. With none of the loops being hit, Ken decided to set some footholds to see if that would bring better success. So why the foothold over another loop?
I don't know, sometimes I wonder if they don't maybe get a little smart to the loop. Whereas a foothold, I mean, we can put it right on their trail, cover it with a little bit of snow, and chances are they're never ever gonna know it's there till it's too late. So we'll give her a whirl. Nothing really to lose. Piece of wax paper underneath it so the trap doesn't freeze down, and then we'll put another little piece of wax paper on top of it so the jaws don't freeze down, and seems to work all right. It's tough when we got this melt thaw weather because they always seem to freeze in, but all we can do is try. My wife wonders where a garden tool went. There it is. Get that trap real tight in there so there's no movement.
Like it was never there. With spot number 1 all freshened up and some new traps out, it was time to head over to spot number 2 to see if there was any fur waiting for us there.
Okay, we got a fisher box down this trail here. We'll walk in and check it out, see if there's anything in it today. There's fish tracks.
That crazy stink bait. I swear Ken puts that stuff everywhere.
What's the plan with this one?
We'll go in here, we'll carry a little bit of bait in, and I caught a bunch of jacks last weekend, so we'll go in and hang a bunch of loops. There's 3 loops in there right now. We'll check it. Hopefully there's something. We'll see in a minute.
This one right here.
He is better, or that 1 4-inch one down there.
Does it go past there? Does it go in between the two?
In between those 2 trees, yeah.
Oh shoot.
Looks like a pretty good spot down there. Trail goes between 2 trees, so should send him into a little bit of a pinch point. Give it a whirl. I set these about knee height. for a wolf, 17-ish inches. That typically would hit them right in the brisket, and then the snare will fall right on the back of their ears and lights out. I like it. This one looks really good.
Well, we've been out most of the day setting traps. Ken's got a couple fisher traps out that he's had out for a couple days here, and we're just gonna walk in and check those out and see before we pack it in for the day. It's been a good day, lots of wolf sign. First time ever out on a trap line. We put out 3 footholds at a couple places, about a dozen more hanging snares for the wolves that have definitely been around. So I would predict in the next couple trap checks that Ken will have some fur on his hands.
This segment is brought to you by APA Archery. We are not the same. After day 1, I left Ken with an extra camera because I knew I wasn't going to be able to make every trap check. Wouldn't you know it, his first time out, he's got a beautiful coyote waiting for him.
Well, Scott and I moved some traps around here on Friday. It's Sunday today. It's about minus 35 at the wind. Not a real nice day out, but it looks like our move paid off. We have a little bit of fur here. Let's go in and check it out. Real nice coyote here. I'll get this taken care of and we'll show you some better pictures. Real nice female coyote here. They all count. It's good to take them out of the population. Obviously it keeps the numbers in check. Saves a lot of deer, moose, elk calves, so on and so forth. We'll get this loaded up in a side-by-side and we'll go check some more.
The next trap Ken checks, there's another surprise waiting for him.
Another great big beautiful female coyote here at this spot today, and like I say, I'll take them one at a time every day, all day, because it all adds up by the end of the year. So all in all, a good day on the line today. 2 coyotes. We're still hoping for those wolves. There were some fresh tracks on the way in. They haven't circled the bait, so I don't know if maybe our scent was still in here from Friday, or maybe they're just not hungry. It's so hard to say. It's flip a coin. You got a 50-50 chance, but all in all, a good day.
I'd have to agree with Ken. A good day is right. Anytime you can take 2 coyotes out of the population really helps the deer, moose, and elk calves.
Day 2 trapping with Ken. We had a good dump of snow last night. Well, it could make things a little bit more interesting as far as trying to find trails for setting new lines, but they've been soaking a couple days. Hopefully we got some fur in the snares or the footholds. Ken was out a couple days ago. He had 2 coyotes in the footholds. So we're gonna head in after we load up here a bit, or I should maybe help him. He's probably gonna tell me I can't come with anymore because I always film him and don't help. So I'll help him load up here and we'll go in and set a few more traps and check what's out there and what's been soaking.
It's a huge trap. Definitely a lynx or a wolf. It's so hard to say with this fresh snow, but it had to have happened within the last couple hours because it just stopped snowing. We'll see. Okay, well, we'll walk in and give these loops a check here. Since these wolves have been in here very recently, I think we'll maybe take it down in these days. I don't think I can climb a tree or up through this snow very well. So let's go check out. You can see these coyote tracks go right underneath this wolf loop. That's kind of what I was hoping was going to happen back here, because if we're dragging something out this far, it better be worth it. The wolves haven't even circled the bait, so I don't know where they're traveling or where they're going to, but we'll go back to where we cut those tracks going through the trees and set a couple blind loops in there. I don't know, the more we put out, the better our odds are catching. Where we flagged that trail coming in, we're going to walk in here off of the trail. We're just going to hang one loop. They're traveling through here again. I don't know if this is a well-used trail or not, but they're definitely on it. So we're going to throw a loop in here, and hopefully with only one loop, we're only going to be in and out of here in less than 2 minutes. So we'll put very minimal scent in here, and hopefully it works. Something's going to work. There we go, a couple minutes in and out. Can't even really see it hanging there. It's hidden in there pretty good. Some really nice tight trees. If this one doesn't work, maybe in a future check we'll go in there and hang some more loops. Looks like they're running down the top of this ridge here. The poplars kind of meet the pines a little back there. So if we have to, we'll go back there and set a bunch more.
This segment is brought to you by CJ's Meats. For all your wild and domestic cut, wrap, and processing, visit CJ's Meats, Rostern. With no fur, but fresh sign at spot number 1, we were off to see if spot number 2 had any fur waiting for us.
We got a wolf right ahead of us here. We'll have to go up there and deal with it, and then Scott will come along behind here and we'll get some pictures. Said all along that's exactly what would happen. I would catch the nasty one out of the two, not the nice one. But whatever. A wolf is a wolf. It makes you feel pretty good too that you actually outsmarted one, right? Like, it just goes to show they're not a dumb animal at all. They can humble you so fast. You can see how well our drag worked here. We had that trap set right here, right beside this tree is where we threw the drag, and it only made it drug it around in a circle here. Maybe it might have went 25-30 yards, and yeah, I mean, it couldn't have worked any more perfect. This absolutely perfect catch. See how far this wolf's foot is in that trap? It stepped on that pan absolutely perfect. Sometimes these traps will go off if the wolf is maybe pulling her foot out. If your trap's not bedded quite right and your trap moves as they step on it, you'll just catch the toes. That's less than ideal because they could pull out. But when their foot's in here like that, there's no way they're getting out.
What a way to cap off my first trapping adventure with Ken. Now if you remember, on day 1, we found the perfect spot to hang a loop.
Looks like a pretty good spot down there. Trail goes between 2 trees, so should send him into a little bit of a pinch point. Give it a whirl.
Ken still had my extra camera and another solo trap check to make, which gave him another opportunity to see if his pinch point setup would work.
Well, we're gonna go do a wolf recovery here. I walked in to check snares, and there was a big wolf in one of the snares, so gonna take the sleigh in now and go drag this sucker out. Scott and I set a snare back here a couple weeks ago on a trail that looked like they had been running down. They've been all through here today. I think after we caught this one, the pack probably had a bit of a freak out. Unfortunately, we only got the one. We had him anchored to this 3-inch pine tree here, and he must have been running when he come through because he snapped it right off. So we had a bit of a track job this morning. There he is. Great big, beautiful wolf.
If you ever get the opportunity to meet Ken, make sure you ask him about that wolf recovery. It'll definitely be worth your time to hear it. Thanks for watching. Closed captioning provided by MR Steel Construction, quality farm and commercial buildings for over 40 years. Getting Outdoors has been brought to you by CJ's Meats, Rostern, APA Archery, We Are Not the Same, MR Steel Construction, Valley Ford, Hague, Dry Shod Waterproof Footwear. Don't forget to follow us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Getting Outdoors with Scott and Adele.